Howdy folks, Eric back here. It's been a while since I've done a video. Pretty busy life, you know how it is. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have covered a lot of Grand Highlander topic in the past on my channel. And tomorrow we're actually letting the Grand Highlander go. Back here we have the 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. It's the XLE trim package, 2.4 liter, non-hybrid. It's been a pretty decent vehicle. It's looks great. And honestly, I do really like it. We are getting rid of it though. We did sell it. It's sold. Tomorrow it's going to be gone and we're going to let it go. And in its place, we've bought this 2014 Toyota Sequoia Platinum. Platinum is a vehicle we've always wanted. I've always wanted. Really nice car, really nice truck. I mean, the thing's massive. And that's one of the reasons we got it. But the big reason, there are a few reasons why we're getting rid of this. And let's go over those now. Some of these might help you in your decision whether you want to buy one or not. So let's take a look into why that is. So the main reason we're getting rid of this 2024 Grand Highlander is that this is basically the most stolen car in all of Canada. In terms of the SUV segment, the Highlander and the Grand Highlander are the first or second most stolen SUVs in all of Canada. So what that's done is in the last about 4 months, our insurance premiums have more than doubled. And that's with a pretty nice, clean driving record too. That's the big reason as to why we're selling it. And the next reason is just the build quality. I mean, it looks really good. It's a nice big vehicle. Interior is fairly decent quality here. You have the big screen, you know, everything. A lot of tech, wireless charger, looks great. USB-Cs everywhere. But the big thing is just honestly, like, it's on the outside here. My wife did a little ding dong there and put a dent in it, but it is what it is. I mean, but in areas of the car, certain areas, like, it's just, the thing is honestly very flimsy, and I've never seen anything like it with any domestic vehicles, you know, my Fords or Chevys, things like that. Especially not any of the German cars, the Mercedes, and even older Toyotas, like in the 2018 and prior range, like these Sequoias here, they're not as flimsy, not even close to as flimsy as these cars. There's videos, or there's people discussing the fact that if the mechanism to close this actually breaks and you got to push it yourself, there's people out there that have tried to push this shut and dented the tailgate just from closing it manually if the automatic closer didn't do it for you. And it just goes to show, I mean, like, the interior looks great. Everything looks incredible on this. This would be among the most perfect SUV family cars out there if the build quality was just better. I mean, it was stronger. The metal quality was higher quality. It was a thicker gauge, stuff like that. You know, that's the second big thing. Because when you do drive this thing, you don't feel like you're going to be very safe when you're driving it. I mean, when you're driving over 130 kilometers an hour, not that you do that often, but sometimes you do. The wind just carries this thing in all different directions, and I'm sure that's popular with a lot of SUVs, but that's just something we didn't really like. Another thing here is if when you come in here, now this isn't a reason as to why we're selling, not at all, but when you're sitting here, you're driving, you're going down the road, if you're steering here and you want to rest your elbow down here, you can actually press these buttons here that control the drive modes while you're driving, and then things will just change. That's a pretty popular thing. That's just that. We're not selling it to do that reason though. In terms of the tech, we're not selling it to do anything to do with that. It's just because the insurance premium skyrocketed and that this thing is just really flimsy, honestly, and we just can't justify the cost of that. So to replace that, we got this 2014 Sequoia. Thing's in great shape. It's a platinum trim. Thing looks great. I mean, obviously, these tires are great. Going to be great for winter. Brand new winter tires. Got some nice aftermarket rims. The thing is a beast. You can see in comparison to the Grand Highlander there that this thing is flipping huge. So that's nice. That brings me to another fact. The Grand Highlander has a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine that has about 265 horse and 300 pound-feet of torque, something like that. It's got some good power. But this thing here, we have the old reliable 5.7 liter V8, and that 5.7 V8 is among the most reliable Toyota engines in history. The number one, I believe, being the 4.6, I believe, that's in these Sequoias and some of the Tundras. Those are the number one most reliable. But so that Grand Highlander is leaving. This is going to be taking its place. And since we've been driving this around, I gotta say I feel very safe driving it. The interior fit finish is just really higher quality. You get more of a high quality feel inside of it. It also helps that it's got that really nice kind of, I don't know what they call it, kind of rock or peanut butter color interior. Looks really nice. We got a sunroof, you know, it's well equipped inside here. You got the power folding mirrors, bunch of stuff, but it looks great. We're gonna have to upgrade the head unit in here. Going to do a few things, upgrade the headlights, because these things look the same all the way from 2008 to 2021 or 22, I believe. So they look the exact same basically with little tweaks. But in 2019, they upgraded the headlights here so that they'll have little LEDs, and we're going to be putting those on. We're going to upgrade the LEDs, we're going to upgrade the grille here, and just that alone will help modernize this a lot. And that said, we'll probably end up throwing some different rims on it in the future, but those two will be the main thing. Put on the headlights, put on the grille, put in a new head unit, and then you got a nice new daily driver here that's going to be plenty reliable, and that's going to take the place of this 2024 Grand Highlander. Now, in terms of the space of this thing, the space is really good. It's laid up as well as it could be. It's pretty darn huge inside, and I don't have any complaints in terms of the space. You got plenty of space. We got the bench in the back seat here. It's very nice, well equipped. In the back you got that third row, also well equipped. Got some good space in there as well. This one here we didn't opt in for the sunroof, but no complaints there. The thing's huge. This Sequoia is bigger. This might actually be a good fit for some people that you know, want something a little bit bigger but don't want to get to that newer Sequoia, because those newer Sequoias in the third row, they're even they're a lot different, the newer ones, because the newer ones, the seats actually sit above the floor, whereas in this older generation they sit the folding seats actually sit below the floor. So if we open this up here, this is one of the reasons we also wanted to upgrade into this here, is to just get a little bit more room. Not that we needed much more, but this thing is pretty similar in size to the Grand Highlander, but once you get the third row seats up, the third row seats, you have much more room, leg room in there. Not that the Grand Highlander doesn't have enough, it actually has plenty. The size is great inside, but the big thing, as I was saying, insurance premium can't justify it. But here, with the new Sequoias, the seats sit above the floor. Here they sit below, so that's a nice difference. But that said, it's no hard feelings to this car. I'm sure once they get older, the insurance premiums will drop. But there's no changing the fact that the build quality is a little bit different. You know, like I was taking off the front license plate today, and I just realized, like, anything hits that, it's gonna break. Like a little stick hits that when you're going on the highway, that thing's gonna break. But that's just the reality. That's how it is these days. People, manufacturers want to cheap out, so it is what it is. So opting for a nice, slightly aged Toyota. This is 10 years older than the Grand Highlander, and here we have it. It's well equipped. Take a look in the back seat. Same idea, you know, you got that peanut butter leather, you got that sunroof, we got a DVD player in here. It's great. Center console that says Sequoia on it. If we could open that thing up, literally got this. You can turn it on if the vehicle's on. You got heated seats. You got cup holders here, cup holders there. And then in the back, if I wanted to put these seats up, I could. There's power raising seats back there. You got climate control all through the ceiling, everything. The thing's got a backup camera. It's very well equipped for the age, for sure. And you can put DVDs in this DVD player, and your kids can watch it and everything. It's incredible. But this thing has a proper fit and finish for its age. The engine in it's massive, and especially if you get something that's been well maintained. This one in particular has been rust guarded with Crown pretty much all of its life. I checked with the Carfax. I couldn't believe it, because I looked underneath the car and went to see it, mint condition. Looked at the Carfax, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that backs that up huge. Like if you look underneath, you got no rust. That frame is solid. You can see a frame of that condition at a one-year-old truck, you know. Thing is just in mint shape. Gonna take this thing to Crown next week and get that thing oiled right up. Let's get her started here. We did buy one of the more higher mileage vehicles that we've ever bought. I mean, I've bought higher, but this one is quite high in terms of 247,000 kilometers. Give her a start. There she goes. Let's pop the hood and take a look. there we have it. 5.7 liter I-Force V8. When we started driving it around, couldn't believe the amount of power that it had, because I'd never driven one of these before. And the power is just honestly incredible, especially for the age. It's there's a reason they've kept this engine in service for so long. It's a great engine, honestly. We're gonna do a lot of things to this thing, at least try and keep it, you know, city, mix of city and off-road kind of styling with it, but it's gonna take the place of the Grand Highlander great. If you guys are interested in the Grand Highlander, you have any questions from someone that's lived with it for 2 years, shoot them down in the comments. I can do some videos on any questions you got. The airbag recall that was going on is all fixed. As far as I know, there's no more recalls going on, no more issues that are being reported. They're great cars. Honestly, they're great cars, and they're very suitable to a lot of people. You can get a lot of people in there, a lot of luggage in there for you know, quite a compact space. So that said, you guys got any questions, shoot them down in the comments. And if you have a Toyota Sequoia that you have any tips on what we could do to make this thing more modern, got any head units that you've been that you had luck installing that you would suggest, shoot those down in the comments or hit me a DM. We'd love to know what those may be. We want to get something kind of mid-range in quality, not low quality, but not too high where we're spending a bunch. But I mean, I can justify spending the grand on a head unit and the harnesses, the appropriate harnesses, getting the backup camera wired up so everything works properly. We don't want to be blowing any fuses or anything like that. So that's to be noted. But I mean, if you guys got any tips on what you think would go well with modifying this to make it a little bit more modern, let me know. Got any questions about the Grand Highlander, let me know. And see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.